Relax. Yeah. No problem. Who's on my Yeah, it's alright, no. Alright. I don't know. What do they say?
It's the Western Conference Finals, Game 3.
And already a 2-0 lead established in this series. It's the Western Conference Finals on 2K Sports. Two slam dunk champs, Grant Hill and Brent Berry, our analysts tonight. Brian Anderson here. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Conley and Ant are the 1 and the 2. Jaden McDaniels out there with Miller. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Austin, Damian Lillard out there with Russell West.
Oh, damn it. Nope. That's not fair. You gotta change difficulty. Nothing difficult for the tip off. There's maybe able on it. Who knows?
It's the Western.
You look at.
Oh, wait. Boom, 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 boom.
At Austin, down 2-0. They got to win tonight to get some traction in the series.
And if they lose this one, you can forget about advancing. Then it's more likely you're trying to avoid a sweep. So tonight's all or nothing.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Miller is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard.
Whole time. No. Until they show they can make threes. Not that much.
Now Conley. Pass to Edwards.
That's stupid. Okay, over.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Offensive rebound.
Yeah.
Now here's Lillard. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin. Well, earlier I spoke with Austin's head coach. The first thing Coach brought up, Rudy Gobert, the multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year. Worried about Rudy's length, of course, saying it causes total havoc around the rim. So the counter is lots of threes and avoiding Gobert in the lane. The French center still with a massive effect on the game plan. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by McDaniels.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Now here's Lillard.
Got him. Oh my God.
Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
How about Lillard? He hits the defense with a sweet move and then makes sure to finish the play.
Pass to McDaniels. Miller kicks to Edwards. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Lillard.
I'm gone, see. Let me open.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Unable to get that one. Now, here's McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
I mean, could this be any easier for Gobert? The rim is right there for him.
Lillard, right side. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And I like the work Lillard's put into his defense the past few seasons. He may not be a stopper, but he's improved immensely at that end of the floor.
Now here's Conley. Drills it from outside.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Here's Lillard. He's got 6. Miller grabs the miss. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Misses the 3. The Knights have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And Adams kicks to Lillard. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
It's Edwards on the wing. Puts the move on. And Westbrook pulls it down.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Harden outside. Pass to Lillard. Adams trying to free himself up. Goes back up. And it's good
Oh my God.
on the way in.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Conley, the pass to McDaniels. Down low. Here's Gobert. From down in the low post, it goes. Gobert's got his second basket. The Knights have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first.
Clear out, again.
Lillard surveying the D.
Gone.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Michael Conley picks one up.
Hey, Lillard has all the talent in the world, but man, this guy is a great leader. Lots of charisma, and he holds his teammates accountable.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Kevin Love's checked in for Gobert. Robert Covington comes in for Edwards. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Mike Conley. Now here's McDaniels. Still without a basket.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
The Knights making a switch here. Rose is checked in.
Mike Conley in here.
Alexander Walker passes to Covington. Now here is Miller, guarded by Harden. For 3, Covington. And it's Austin with the rebound. They need to bounce back from Wednesday's loss.
Man, that game goes down to the wire. Both teams exhausted, but only one has something left for the encore.
Yeah, this is the kind of game you come away thinking coulda, woulda, shoulda. Sometimes it just doesn't go your way.
Now here is Miller. Harden missing his last shot. And out of bounds as Austin gains possession. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Ingles is checked in. 35 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
I'm gonna try something. Nope. Alright, no.
Right side Rose. Harden outside. Rose in the post. Defended by Alexander Walker. That shot missing.
He goes.
Ingles passes to Alexander Walker. Pass to Miller. Fires the 3. Hits it from 3-point range.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and
That
forth.
should have been green.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so
Down by
far.
one, but almost
Timberwolves lead by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this.
Mike Conley's in. Damian's coming in.
And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Miller is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Joe Ingles. And it's Love in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Austin shooting for the game at 42%. Ball with the bucket.
And the defense can't do anything more to stop Ball on the drive. I mean, he's good at using his size to help him convert through contact.
Pass to Alexander-Walker. It's Miller on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Fires from deep. Ball with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Curry, that's good.
And you have to have an appreciation for Ball's passing skills. I mean, he just sees the floor beautifully, easily working the ball over to open teammates.
Same thing.
Pass to
That was perfect. Like,
Alexander-Walker. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know, it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Curry's shot is off.
They gave you a chance.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Alexander-Walker. Here's Miller. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Everyone gets a chance to miss.
Curry on the wing. Fires the 3. Again, Curry missing. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%.
Hands up, Seth.
Pass to Alexander-Walker. Miller outside. Here is Love, guarded by McGee.
No.
McGee with the block. Left side Rose.
Got your ass. Oh, that's what he...
Outside Ball.
Off a shot. Damn.
McGee sets the pick for Ball.
Give me that.
Left side Hardaway. Curry with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
The vision of Hardaway Jr. He scanned the floor and found his teammate.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
I think they'll come in. I'm going to call out, but I didn't see. They did. Immediately.
Let's take a look at the players who have pulled down the most rebounds during this postseason. Steven Adams on top, 4th. Rudy Gobert.
Those two have been really aggressive in the paint so far this postseason. They've provided the kind of rebounding you need in this atmosphere.
Edwards with it. Here's the 3. Look at Edwards slotting home the 3.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. If Edwards likes a look, he's going to take it.
McGee is screen on Edwards. Here's Rose. And the shot goes down. And the Knights lead by 1. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Gobert with a screen on Curry. Here's Alexander Walker. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Alexander Walker's got 5 now. Outside Rose. Hardaway is screen on Edwards.
Finish.
And the basket by Rose.
And as long as he retains that great explosion in his legs, Derrick Rose will be a factor around the rim.
Pass to Gobert. Lets it go with a three. And it's Austin with the rebound. On the wing, Hardaway. Edwards defending. Now, here's Ball. He's guarded closely. Hardaway kicks to Ball. McGee sets the pick for Ball.
Finish.
And it's denied. They recover it. And Hardaway gets it to go.
That's good.
1:36 left to play in the first half.
He's already kind of assist.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's got 5. Here's Edwards. Here he goes. Well, just
look at that power. Edwards is unbelievable.
Watch out, chat. Watch out. Watch out.
Right side Rose. McGee is screen on Edwards.
And one.
And McGee kicks to Hardaway.
Why are you shooting that?
Hardaway sets a screen for Curry. Out to Hardaway. Takes the three. Knocks down the 3 ball. Hardaway has got the lead up to 4 now for the Knights.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Edwards passes to Gobert.
Challenge me. Sit down.
Back to Edwards.
Yeah, don't challenge me.
Tries again. McGee with the block.
Yeah. Non-shelf. Okay.
Outside Curry.
Nope. Not bowling.
Outside Hardaway.
Bang out. Oh my gosh.
And Austin, another 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Edwards, no good. Curry on the wing. 6 points for him. Rose attacking. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
And so it's Austin heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Back to the action in just a minute.
Say team. Dang it, we're out there. Carry. And a little bit of Seth. Holy.
Game 3 action here.
They're playing the way they're supposed to. Run the offense until you get a good look. Not complicated at all.
I disagree. They find themselves down 2 games to none. Could be looking at... And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
Yeah, he got his 8 points in 2 minutes or something like that. That was nasty. Nasty, they said. I know they're
what an atmosphere in here as we return to the action of the Western Conference Finals. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Russell Westbrook out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Harden, and then there's Steven Adams, and it's Thompson in at the power forward position. And for Minnesota, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Miller is out there with Jaden McDaniels, and it's Gobert in at the 5. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, this can bring a team together. Guys can step up and try to pick up the slack for an injured teammate.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. Miller with a screen on Harden. Back to Conley. Jacks up a 3. And it's Austin with the rebound. Adams has got his 6th rebound on the night.
And they continue to control the glass.
Klay Thompson is out there with Harden. And then there's Steven Adams. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Westbrook in at the 2.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
And for the Timberwolves, Miller is out there with Rudy Gobert. Then it's Nikhil Alexander Walker. Then there's McDaniels, and it's Conley in at the point. Here's Gobert, and he lays it straight in. Gobert's got 6 points.
With his giant frame, Gobert sets a good screen and then just pivots into open position.
Here's Lillard, and another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
If he's not back in there. Oh, yes, okay, so. Give me that for a second.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Westbrook.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Lillard, right side.
Got you.
It's deflected. Pass to Adams. This one for 3. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. And while we have a chance, let's now take a look at the NBA's season assist leaders. 5th best, Michael Conley.
And it seems like he's taking it on his shoulders to get every one of his teammates involved in the offense here in the postseason. What a passing display.
He's getting cooked.
Timberwolves trail by 11. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Miller sets a screen for Conley.
No,
he can't get it to go. Good D by Thompson.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, McDaniels is a physical player. He doesn't mind getting roughed up a bit while trying to score.
And so he hits both. Here's Lillard. 16 points for him. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. McDaniels kicks to Conley. Miller with a screen on Adams. Conley dishes to Miller.
What a pass.
And it's Austin with the rebound. Adams has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Lillard outside. Gobert pulls it in. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. McDaniels kicks to Miller. Conley with the 3. And it's Austin with the rebound. Lillard outside. Over Conley. Lillard again missing.
No more.
Timberwolves trail by 9. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. Lillard against Conley. Back to Alexander Walker. There's the screen. Shot clock at 5. At the elbow, it's Gobert. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Austin leading by 9. 1:43 left in the third quarter. Adams with the screen on Miller. Thompson from long range drops in the tray.
And this is Thompson's calling card, an exceptional shooter from downtown.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Well, as a coach, you have to make adjustments to put a stop to all the damage he's doing. The way they've defended him is not cutting it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Love's check in for Gobert. Robert Covington comes in for Miller. And it's Joe Ingles in for Mike Conley. Ingles can't get it to go.
Cut out.
Austin has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. And now to the Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who has an update for us on Anthony Edwards. What's the news there, Dave?
Well, guys, I had a moment to catch up with Minnesota's head athletic trainer. He told me that there is tendonitis in the knee, and it's causing him a lot of problems. The pain has just become too much. Unfortunately, they've ruled him out for tonight and likely for the foreseeable future. Kevin?
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it, as always.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
McDaniels finds love. Now Covington. And here is McDaniel from deep Ingles. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
The shot by Thompson, no good. Ingles against Adams. Love the pass to McDaniels. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
I love the way he went with the bounce pass there. Great awareness.
Here's Lillard.
No,
and so it's Austin. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll return shortly. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, that's great decision making, and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Austin leading by 12. They've got Steven Adams. Russell Westbrook out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Thompson, and it's Harden in at the 3 spot. Left side, Westbrook. Out to Thompson. Launches it. Minot pulls it in.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts, getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to.
Sinks the triple.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Here's Lillard. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Wow, the skill of Lillard to get his shot through while getting the whistle.
So Austin going with almost an entire new group here. McGee, he's checked in for Adams. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Thompson. Ball's checked in for James Harden. And Curry subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Alexander Walker. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
Lillard dishes to Curry. Lillard outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Here's Minot. To the middle.
Why?
Up it goes, and the Austin lead is cut back down to single digits after the bucket is good from Alexander Walker.
Yeah, he's been able to turn it around after a rough first half. He's now looking much better offensively.
McGee sets the pick for Lillard. The kick out to Ball. From outside the arc, connects from 3-point range.
And Ball has tremendous confidence in that shot. As soon as the pass hits his hands, he's ready to pull up.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Alexander Walker passes to Covington. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Lillard, right side. Hardaway sets a screen for Lillard. Outside Hardaway. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Oh, excellent preparation from Hardaway Jr., primed to attack.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Derrick Rose is checked in for Austin. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. We don't have to make up the deficit all at once. We'll see if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Ball kicks to McGee. The kick out to Rose. Tries the spin move. Count that one. And the Knights lead by 17.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Conley with the screen on Curry. Here's Alexander Walker. Nailed.
What?
From three-point land.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
The shot by Curry, no good. Timberwolves trail by 14. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Conley. That one drops for him.
Yeah, a guy with Conley's consistency is trouble inside. Those high percentage looks are often effortless for him.
Hardaway kicks the ball. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, respected both on and off the floor, Conley is one of those guys that leads by example.
Austin leading by 10. Rose looking around. There's 1:40 left here in the fourth quarter. The kick out to Ball. Hardaway sets a screen for Ball. Outside Hardaway. It's Curry outside. Here's McGee. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. McGee's got his first bucket in this one. Inside. And finished off by Gobert.
Well, Gobert with the 7'9" wingspan, making it look simple.
Time called here. Austin decides to talk it over. So Austin going with almost an entire new group here. Marjanovic checked in for JaVale McGee. Mann comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Curry, and it's Richardson in for Derrick Rose. There's the pick. Pass to Mann. Three-pointer. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Knights lead by 13.
And now we can start talking about Game 4. What a magnificent effort and really a significant victory for the Knights.
The key here, guys, was second chance points.
They pounded the offensive glass and won the scrambles for loose balls, giving them plenty of added opportunity.
It may have taken them a few games to hit their stride in the conference finals, but they finally did it here in Game 3.
Yeah, and suddenly this is a series. I mean, they dropped the first two, and really it was hard to picture them coming back, but tonight they more than showed they have what it takes to reach the NBA Finals. Still, down 2-1, it's not going to be easy, but it is certainly within reach.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Damian Lillard.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
Ingles dishes to Covington, and the shot goes in. 17 seconds left in the fourth. Now Bogdanovich.
Lonzo.
There's Ball with the 3. Misses. And so it's Austin winning this one. Things were looking bleak for him, obviously, coming into this game. But with tonight's win, Greg, they are right back in it.
And that's the fight this team has. They don't care what the odds are. They are going to keep battling. And suddenly, we've got a series on our hands.
We sure do. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Russell, congrats. How satisfying is this win?
It's great. You know, I think what we're supposed to do, we came in and competed at a high level defensively for the most part and got the win.
And you continue to keep it rolling.
Thank you, David. That concludes this broadcast of the West.
Yeah, he did. Well, hey, 5 rebounds, so say what you will. He got 5 rebounds. Matt Conley got cooked. They get cooked this game too. Especially when we get help for him. Yeah, he's done.
You look at Austin.
That's not Austin. That is Timberwolves. You idiot.
And their season could be riding on this game 4.
I think you're right. I mean, if they drop this game, they need to win 3 straight
Are you sure?
to reach the finals. And 2 of those wins would have to come on the road, and that's a tough task.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. We've got Mike Conley. Miller is out there with Jaden McDaniels. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Gobert in at the center position.
Lillard is tough in there, muscling that one home.
Outside McDaniels. Back to Conley. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor.
Harden misses. Outside, Alexander Walker.
Over there.
Pass to Conley. Gobert with a screen on Lillard. To the middle.
Hey, I'm there.
Austin grabs a miss.
Oh, slow down.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks so much. I caught up with Austin's head coach. I asked him how Rudy Gobert alters their usual game plan. Coach acknowledged that he's a factor and said Rudy definitely demands more from us offensively. We have to be careful where we put our shooters with him waiting for swats. Coach thinks intelligent offense is what it takes to beat Gobert. Back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And there's McDaniels. That one's good on the assist by Gobert.
Strong work inside by the 6'9" Jaden McDaniels, showing how effective he can be down there.
Out to Thompson. There's the 3. And once again, off the mark by Austin.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
McDaniels from long range. Adams grabs the miss.
Not exactly what they're looking for out of the gates. Just 1 of 4 shooting.
Harden misses.
I'm getting the ball out.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Conley passes to Miller. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
Austin has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Lillard against Conley. It's Lillard with the drive. And they pick up 2. Lillard's got his second basket on the night.
Still such a fantastic penetrator. When Dame Lillard spots a lane, he doesn't pass it up.
Harden against McDaniels. Back to Conley. Pass to Alexander Walker. No good from outside.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Lillard against Conley. Westbrook outside. Clock at 6. Back to Lillard. He drops it from range. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
Lillard can make it from that spot, and he can make it from much farther out, too. Wow.
Inside. Here's McDaniels. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Here's Lillard. There's the drive. That one goes in.
How about the shake him up and drop him off from Dame? Excellent ball control.
Covington's checked in for the Timberwolves. Austin shooting their first free throw of the night. Free throw good. Lillard. Timberwolves trail by 6. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to review the game plan. And during the postseason, let's see who's been working the hardest on the glass. Steven Adams on top. The 4th spot held by Rudy Gobert.
Those two have thrown their bodies on the glass during this postseason, showing how badly they want to give their teams any edge they can on the boards.
Conley, the basket drops. And he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Conley doesn't have an overwhelming body, but I tell you, good job that time taking the hit and finishing through it.
Austin leading by 4. Lillard looking around. Pass to Adams. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Here's Alexander Walker. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Boy, it's nice to see young guys like McDaniels come onto the floor and make the right play.
Here's Lillard. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line on Robert Covington. And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line. First one falls for him. And Minnesota with some changes. Love is checked in for Rudy Gobert. Minot comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Ingles in for Mike Conley.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
No.
Now here's Love. Outside McDaniels. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
Basically just ignored that contact inside. Really tough finish by McDaniels.
On the attack, Rose. Rebound Minnesota. 1:16 left in the first quarter here. Outside, Ingles. For 3, Covington. Hauled in by Curry. And so Curry will bring it up for the Knights. Pass to Rose. Out left to the wing. McGee a screen. Here's Ball. Drops one in from the wing.
Ball likes that pick and roll action now. He's excellent at running. He's got a lot of experience doing it. He knows when to pass it or when to take the shot himself.
Now here's Ingles. No points yet. Here's McDaniels. Hauled in by Curry. Austin leading by 4. The floater. Ball no good.
He bangs that. Watch.
Ingles from outside.
Bang.
Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Lonzo.
For Austin, they've gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter. Here's Hardaway, and he jams it home with authority.
That's just too easy. You got to offer more resistance. I mean, Hardaway Jr., very dangerous once he gets this type of position.
Way too far away or something, and momentum was pushing you all the way.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Minot. Takes the 3.
If he makes that.
Just a big-time effort for Damian Lillard, providing a lot of energy for the Knights. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. And don't go far. We'll be right back. Glad to have you with us as we return to the action here in the Western Conference Finals. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Austin so far. Guys?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Derrick Rose is out there with Seth Curry. Then there's JaVale McGee. Then it's Tim Hardaway. And it's Ball in at the 3.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And for the Timberwolves, Kevin Love out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Miller. Then it's Joe Ingles. And it's Minot in at the shooting guard position. And for Austin, Lonzo Ball is out there with Tim Hardaway. Then there's Derrick Rose. Then there's JaVale McGee. And it's Curry in at the 2-guard spot. Now here's Love. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Boy, Love is really good at getting inside the paint, establishing position, has an excellent feel for how to score around the basket.
Here's Ball. Blocked! And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Rose with it, and that's Love picking him up defensively.
They are having major struggles from the floor.
Minnesota in the lead.
Like, what is this?
Outside, Ingles.
No, I don't know.
For 3, Covington. Austin grabs a miss. And here is McGee. Yet to see a basket. Ball right side. Kicks it out to Hardaway from the arc. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
This is Hardaway's game. A quick trigger shooter who wants to score as often as possible.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Yeah, Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Garza's checked in for Miller. Pass to Covington. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Ingles against Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. All sorts of time. Gobert's checked in for Minnesota. Conley comes in for Love.
Oh no. Even one chance.
The Knights have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in.
Yes, they stepped out now by accident.
Conley against Lillard. Westbrook outside. He takes it in. It's blocked by Gobert.
Love the way Gobert goes after shots. He blocks quite a few and alters many more.
Why?
From 7 feet away, Gobert working inside. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
You have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation, on the same page as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Love's checked in. Pass to Minot. Outside Conley. Shot clock at 6. Here's Minot. There's the triple. Westbrook with the rebound. Lillard outside. Westbrook outside. Lillard against Conley. Back to Westbrook. Out to Lillard. Stolen by Conley. Pass to Minot. And here's Conley. He shoots it. Minnesota again missing.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
And that's a veteran move by Lillard to see the D closing and get the shot away.
And Minnesota with possession here, following the bucket by Austin. And that one's good from Conley.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Lillard passes to Westbrook. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Timberwolves have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Conley finds Ingles. Now here's Gobert. Pass to Conley. 6 to shoot. Gobert with a screen on Lillard. And that one's good from Conley. Now it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
And Conley has run the screen and roll countless times, folks. So effective in these situations.
On the wing, Thompson. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist.
Boy, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Pass to Love. Shoots over Thompson. Austin grabs a miss. Adams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Three-pointer Harden. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
Every opportunity he gets, Harden will take that. He's very efficient from range.
End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
Now here's Gobert. Back to Ingles. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And it's Love missing. Austin has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Drills it from deep.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Now here's Conley. He's got 7. Gobert with a screen on Lillard. Love for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Love's got 8 points in the quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Austin ahead. They're up by 1. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Hey there, everybody. Halftime of Game 4 upon us, and it's a close game so far.
Once they gain position underneath the backboard, it's hard to push them out of there. And even when they don't have position, they have guys who will knife in.
I'll get straight to it, Kenny. Is this a must-win game for them?
They might not want to admit it, Ernie, but this is a must-win game. I look at this team and I think, if they
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. What a game we're seeing from Damian Lillard.
And if he felt any pressure coming into this game, he sure hasn't shown it. What a sensational start.
Yeah, you know, I think he relishes the pressure, especially in a big game like this one. He really eats that stuff up.
So for Minnesota right now, we've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Miller is out there with Rudy Gobert. Then there's McDaniels, and it's Conley in at the point.
What a move by Gobert, closing that open space in the pick and roll.
Outside Harden. Rose outside. Thompson, a screen on Conley. Here's Rose from downtown. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Miller. Here's Gobert. Adams covering. Outside, Alexander Walker. Gobert with a screen on Harden. Alexander Walker, the pass to Miller. And it's all from three-point range. Austin has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Adams with the ball. Three-pointer, Harden. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert